Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another video, and today we got a Hot Wheels video for you, kind of a silver series video, but it's this Hot Wheels, well, 80th Mattel anniversary set that I found at Target today, and then this is just a 80th anniversary Cool Combi. I thought I'd just throw that into this video too, and go ahead and open up that while we open up this set. So this set, priced kind of high. It's priced at $27.99 regular price on that. However, if you have like the Target Circle account or whatever it is, like the free thing, whatever, you enter your phone number at the register, blah, 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 blah. That knocks about $8, or not quite $8 off, but it knocks a few dollars off and brings it down to $20.99, which is a much more affordable, much more reasonable, I should say, reasonable price for this particular thing. You do get 8 models in here, and they would be considered silver label models, I believe, based on the wheels and tires and all that jazz. So there might even be some with metal bases. We're going to find out when we get this open, and we're going to check it out. So pretty neat looking set. It was an easy one to pick up because the casting selection is actually very, very good. Very, very good. This thing's got kind of an identity crisis. Well, I guess, maybe not. So it's 80th anniversary of Mattel, and I'm like, it's got some 80s graphics going on. Look at that, right? So never mind. Maybe it does fit because 80 and 80, so they kind of did that. All the cars are going to have essentially the same deco, or very similar deco, which we will, of course, show you them each one by one. It's in this nice little collectible box. If you want to keep it like that, you can. Of course, we're going to open ours up today. This shows you everything that's in there, upside down, of course. And then, yeah, we're going to check that out. Let's just open up this real quick thing. This is from Pop Culture. And then we can adjust the camera, too, because we're going to angle her down a little bit. So this is from Pop Culture Hot Wheels. I don't know which wave it came out in, but it came out obviously this year. So we'll go ahead and just crack that just because I picked this up a while ago. I kind of collect the Cool Combi. It was one of my favorite like initial castings when I first got back into Hot Wheels back in 2014. And of course that was the year that this was a super treasure hunt. So very cool, but here we get it in this Mattel, 80 years of Mattel deco, metal body, metal base, of course, little 80s all on the top there. Kind of a cool little thing, so I thought I'd open that up. And of course, this is a Hot Wheels Premium, so it's got metal base, metal body, rubber tires, and it's a cool combi. Very cool. Very cool combi. All right. Now, let's go ahead and get the main event here. We're going to get into this 80 years of Mattel set. I don't know. There's no real, like, super easy way to open it. We're just going to have to rip it open. It's nice that they made it actually tough to, like, get open cleanly. That way, I don't know. I don't know if people would try to pull the dumb stuff that they pull on, like, 5-packs and stuff where they replace cars and all that silly crap. But, never mind. It did come open pretty easy. All right, so let's go ahead and get the tray of cars out of the inside. Box is pretty good quality, like I said. If I was a carded collector or collect stuff in the package, I think this set would be pretty cool. And I think I would enjoy it quite a bit. Now, this was an easy one to get, like I said, because of the casting choices. They just made some really good decisions on what castings to include in this set, I believe. You guys may disagree, but I believe. And I think I've noticed, well, not quite. There's quite a few cars from the 80s in here. Let's start with an 82 Toyota Supra. So the paint is red with some sparkle in it. I would say metal flake, but it's really not like a metallic look. It's more of like, I don't know, sparkle, right? The flake is like a different, it's not just like a red flake. It's a sparkle. Let's just say that. It's like a silver sparkle in there. This one has a plastic base, casting copyright date is 2022, if you need to know how old the tooling is. And overall, pretty nice. Not bad. So this one's got the plastic base, metal body, and then it does have... So these will have full deco, or tampos at least on all sides. It will do the standard stuff that the silver label Hot Wheels do, which is they will be a mix. Like, there's going to be some of the graphics are going to be that dot matrix-y kind of premium look. And when I say premium, I mean premium only in title, not in the way that it actually looks. So it's kind of like, you can see it here. Almost looks like some grain or noise in the image. On the top, you can see it quite a bit. So some of the graphics are going to be like that. And some of the graphics are going to be tampoed, which this one's got... No, it doesn't. This is all grainy. So it's got a mix, is what I'm trying to say. A mix of different printing techniques on this thing. So this one, it looks like this one's pretty much all tampo. That's definitely tampo. So anyway, looks good. I just wanted to explain the graphics a little bit to you. But there's the first car. The next one, another winner for me. Good old Dodge Viper RT10, and it's the like newer tooling of it. So copyright date on the bottom of this one is 2023. So there's only been a few versions of this guy out so far. And it's looking pretty good. Again, we're going to have very similar graphics on all of these. This one also has a plastic base. Headlights look pretty good. Overall, not upset about this one. I think this one's nice. And I collect this casting. The Viper RT10 is one of my favorite cars of all time and favorite kind of memory cars, whatever, from my childhood. So, you know, I'm definitely digging this one. I think it's quite nice. All right. We're going to follow that up with another nice one. We get a G-body here. Buick Regal GNX. And this one actually looks really good with these wheels. I'm digging that. It's got a little bit of a rake to it. It looks like you get details there in the back, details in the front, Hot Wheels logo, of course, on the side. Copyright date of the tooling is 2019. Gives you an idea how old the tooling is. Always like to take a quick peek at that. Yeah, again, another good popular casting choice, right? People like Supras, not necessarily this generation, but, you know, people like the old Dodge Viper, the Grand National style or G-body style, definitely popular. So that's a good choice too. And these rims actually work quite good for it. I think they actually look really, really, really neat. All right, and then Porsche. I mean, come on now. Very, very nice, right? So this is the Porsche 944 Turbo, 1989. And again, we get the detail all over on this car. Take a look at the front. And again, really nice. And of course, the wheels are very appropriate for this car. Looks great. Looks absolutely fantastic. We even get a little full detail there of the stethoscope in the back. Kind of insane. If we blew that up 1/64 scale, that is a very large stethoscope. I mean, for a giant. But yeah, really nice. I like this casting. Of course, I collect this casting as well. So, very cool to get another version of it. And it's just done really good, and it looks great like that. This casting's not old either. 2019. Well, I guess it's getting there now. Another one that is ever popular is the 83 Chevy Silverado, of course. One of the most popular Hot Wheels castings. And this one gets the metal base. So we got full heavy Sylvie on this one. Same sort of details we're going to get with all the other ones. And what an appropriate set for Target, right? Because everything's red. But check that out. So if you're a big fan of this casting, this is definitely, you'll want to get this set, maybe even just for this. And you get the metal base with this one, which is pretty cool if you care about that, if you care about the metal base. Wheels look okay. These are my least favorite, and they're on the Viper too. These are my least favorite, like silver label, silver series wheels, the ones I like the least. They're not bad, but they really look more or less like basic wheels, and like these are cooler. These ones are definitely cooler, but just pointing that out. But other than that, I mean, this is really cool to get, and it's really cool to get it that it's metal on metal. Very nice there. I wonder how much the cost difference is just putting rubber tires on stuff. Kind of interesting. I wonder how much that really makes a difference in cost. I mean, I'm sure it makes quite a bit of difference just in the assembly part of it, because you got to put the tires on the rims, yada yada yada. All right. Next, another casting that's maybe kind of a surprise that they put this one in here. This is the Volkswagen Golf Mk1, and this casting's kind of older, right? And yeah, look at that. Copyright date on the tooling is 1989, so a very much older tooling, but you get full detail on it. So this one was kind of an odd choice, I guess, to throw in there. Maybe they're like, well, we need a Volkswagen. Let's put a Volkswagen in there. What Volkswagen do we want to put in there? Well, let's go with this one. You know, that was the exact conversation. I'm pretty sure when they were talking about it. That's exactly what happened. Yeah, I mean, kind of an interesting casting choice, but it's still a good choice, right? People, Volkswagen fans are rabid, about collecting anything, Volkswagen, stuff like that. Very passionate collectors. So putting a Volkswagen in this set, again, you're going to get those VW fans. They're going to want to buy this, even if it's just for, the one vehicle, right? So smart doing that. Next one, we got two left. The next one is this guy right here, and this is for you BMW guys. This is a BMW M3 Race. So kind of interesting inclusion of this casting as well. And it's pretty neat. This one also gets a metal base. So another metal base option. This one is 2020. Copyright date on the base. And overall, kind of like the color scheme. It's got like the checkered flag thing going on, but in red. And we got the dot matrix effect going on in the headlights. And the taillights get tampoed. So there's your difference, right? You can see that. Or that looks like a tampo. It might even be a paint mask. I know there's like 3 ways to do the graphics on these cars. But you see how the sharp that 80 is, and even though it's over the metal flake, and it's got some metal flake in the print itself, compared to the headlights. Different printing processes. It's interesting that they use a mix of these processes on these silver series cars. All right, lastly, but definitely not leastly, is this guy right here. And of course, this is going to sell some sets. It is a Nissan Skyline GTR R32, and it's like I think this is the original R32 casting. Copyright date on it is from, 2015, and then it was like retooled again in 2002. I think it had a plastic spoiler initially, the 2015 version, or 2002 version, and then 2015 versions where I think it got the metal wing on the back. I'm pretty sure that's how that shakes out. But again, I mean, it's a Skyline, so nobody's going to think twice about buying the set just because that's in there. So they're going to definitely want, they're going to sell a lot of these. They're going to sell out at Target. They're probably going to end up being hard to get. I only bought one set. There were like 5 left when I went there. I alerted some friends, and I know that, they all sold today. So, yeah. So easy purchase for me, especially at that price. I would have bought them at the $27.99 price, to be honest. I walked up to the register not knowing anything about it being on sale or whatever, and put in my phone number or whatever for that Target Circle stuff. And this is not like a, and I don't pay for Target Circle. I'm talking about the free thing, you know, whatever, where they can, I'm sure they just wanted to collect your shopping data, whatever the hell it is, I market to you, but whatever. Anyway, they got me, and they got me $7 off. So that's a good deal on these cars. So pretty nice. All right. Thank you guys very much for watching. Have yourself an excellent day. And this will be in the Silver Series playlist. So I've got a ton of content, a ton of different Silver Series content for you to check out in that playlist. So if you do want to see more of that, that's where you should head over to and check that out. Very cool. All right. Thank you guys very much for watching, and have an awesome day. Thank you. Bye.